Our group entered Dragonland yesterday, but what I'm looking for is not exactly the same as what the others are. This place is full of unknown plants and animals, and I'm sure that no other naturalist has ever set foot here. That's why I'm here. I know that this land is full of danger, but I'm ready to pay the price for knowledge. We have a great pathfinder with us. Even those huge spiders we met didn't take John by surprise. I have no doubt that we are the first to see such beasts. It's really amazing, unbelievable in fact. I got some samples from the spider we managed to kill, and I'll try to run a few tests when we stop to rest. But even at the first sight, the creature's anatomy looks unusual. A new phenomenon. I stepped ahead and suddenly felt as though I was like in a different space, like I'd stepped through the wall of water. There was the same air inside I could breathe, but the ground was so sticky that it was hard to walk, and there was absolute silence, like my ears were full of cotton wool. We'd almost passed through when it just disappeared. Whatever it wasn't a good thing. I finally got some time to run some tests on the samples I collected. The structure of most of them resembles those of our world, but some new kind of substance seems to be running through everything. It's in the flowers, leaves and bark of the trees, the blood and bones of the creatures. I've never seen anything like it before. I should learn more about it before I put forward any hypotheses. Yesterday, we met an apparently humanoid tribe. Unfortunately, they weren't so friendly, pelting us with spears as we were crossing the river. They look almost like humans. They wear armor and have weapons. But they are too aggressive to try to make contact with. The flora of this place is really amazing. I found a colony of wonderful flowers. They are huge and float in the air. I want to study them. What I can say now is that by their structure they seem to be coral. Hard to believe, I know. Also, when I tried to take some of them with me, they tried to evade me and return to their place. It's almost as if they're alive or magical somehow. We always have to move quickly, so I don't have time to explore properly. I've been seeing these strange statues everywhere on the island. Birds never sit on them, and when you get close to them, you feel like you just want to run away. It's the same as in those strange zones I described before. I marked them on my map and have noticed that they are placed in a particular bad news. We met a terrible creature. Our pathfinder, John, is dead. I don't know what to do now. The monster just appeared and killed half our group in an instant. It runs damn fast. I think we shot it with all we have, but it didn't even notice. We just met some people at a crashed Zeppelin. They're very hospitable and told us a lot of strange and shocking stories. I'll be quite upset if I discover they're true. They said that they've lived here for many years because the second sphere that we were to use to return home doesn't even exist. So, are we trapped here? Damn. Have to go now. The Zeppelin people work hard all the time. In truth, I don't think what they're trying to do is possible, but I keep my mouth shut. I talked to Michelle, the community leader. She wants me to write a book about their life, about the island. I said I liked the idea, so she wants to show me something tomorrow. We are going to the restricted area of the island. They guard it for some reason. It's only for trusted people to see. It is lucky that I am on this list. We came to a building located deep in the jungle. Michelle's people guard every corner of it. She says that it's the only reason they're still alive. She showed me what they call the portal, a perfect construction of unknown origin. But the most amazing thing is that it's protected by some sort of energy, just like the substance I talked about before. We managed to take off. But the wind, it was too strong over the island, and we lost control of the ship. Now, at least, we're flying away from this damned island. All of the guys are very happy. As for me, oh, I feel uneasy and can't sleep. A dark ocean surrounds us for miles and miles. It's endless. We have enough food and water to last for a week, but no longer. All of our supplies have been finished. Thank God it rained yesterday and we caught some fresh water. But if we don't reach land... All of our supplies have been finished. Thank God it rained yesterday and we caught some fresh water. But if we don't reach land soon, we will all die. If we don't go crazy first. Robert hanged himself, and Clark jumped overboard just a few hours before the rain started. Hell, I have a spare moment to write. I'm exhausted. We doubted our own eyes when we saw land on the horizon. Only 6 of us have survived. And there was land. But when we approached it, we just circled round the damn island. The wind brought us back to our starting point. This means that the legend is true. There is no way out. The wind...
I couldn't sleep again. The voices, I hear them all the time. It's like somebody talking right behind me. Maybe I'm crazy. But sometimes the voices say reasonable things. I don't know if this can be. Sometimes they tell me where I should go and help me to find the way, or let me know about things before they happen. I even like it sometimes, but not all the time. I understand now that the portals are the main points of the path. First, I tried to find an easier way, because the portals have always been so heavily guarded, but it appeared to be useless, or even worse. A few times already I faced a dead end and had to turn back, and twice I got into such a mess that it's only down to pure luck that I'm still alive. This place, this path, doesn't allow cheating. I find about 10 or more orders on my way. They still distress me every time I see them, but they really make me stronger. I really feel power inside of me growing, and I can't wait to find the next one. I understand that without them I would have died many times already, but what I noticed, I met some people not long ago and they didn't know anything about any altars. It seems like altars are just not available to everyone. I love the power I receive, really, but some of my thoughts frighten me. I want more and more. I've never thought about it before. Only since I got here, it's an absolutely new experience for me. Those monsters, the violence and death around me. Life is survival. Reason says that I must stop because I feel like I'm ready to kill for more power. Yes, that's exactly what I feel. I will kill for power. I'm damn lost. Haven't eaten anything for days. I'm on the edge. For 2 days I've been trying to find a way back to the coast where I started from. Maybe I made a mistake going deeper in the jungle, but they told me there's a camp of people there, but I didn't find a damn thing. I can't bear it anymore. I don't understand what's going on. Hey, Jules, I don't know if you'll ever read this. I'm really sorry that I just ran off. I just can't stand the place. Michelle and all those things were unbearable. I like you, Jules, but I must try to find my own way. Alone, if nobody else wants to join me. Please burn this letter. I don't want the others to know. And by the way, don't try to find that mallet, the green one. I took it. If anybody needs this, please help me. I think it was the Sky Guards. They locked me in this cell. I didn't even believe that they existed, but they just came from nowhere when I was patrolling at the bridge, just like always. They caught me because I dropped my gun. They were killing everybody. I just didn't want to die. It's me, Mickey Four Eyes. Please, don't leave me. Johanna, I love you so much. My thoughts of you warm my heart in this chilling world. The strange place where I am and the things that happen to me are all some impossible dream, which I hope will soon melt away. And then I'll meet you, walking among the flowers, just like the day we met. And I will hold your hand again. I thought I'd never get used to the idea that I wouldn't return home. But time here goes so slowly and the nights are so long. When you're not running from monsters, you're searching for something to eat. This world is so tough. I feel like a bug, small and defenseless. This place is not for us, not for people like me, not for humans. It's for giants with tusks and claws. Damn, it's Dragonland. It's for dragons. All the books in the guild library that I saw refer to a legend rooted in the distant past. It tells of a world, Dragonland, the civilizations of which were destroyed by a volcanic eruption. It does not explain how or why portals that are linked together exist both in our world and in Dragonland. Dragonland is represented as an ideal place for treasure hunters to try their chances, but in all the books there's nothing about the flora and fauna or maybe surviving populations of this. Taking all this into account, the secrecy and isolation of the guild can be explained by some kind of uncommon information that it has, and really having access to such a valuable source of profit as Dragonland can be ranks the guild amongst the most powerful structures. But deeper analysis of these books gives us more food for thought. One book tells of two main points of the being that are determining everything. They are described in such a way that at first glance suggests a theological approach, but it's so clearly scientific that it makes one think about the order and chaos not as cosmological categories, but as physical phenomena. About its cultural peculiarity, and especially about the path that is mentioned in nearly all the ancient books of the era. The point is that ancient dragons were meant to complete a special trial. That was the most important part of their life. To become great dragon warriors, they had to pass through a part of the island specially fitted for that purpose. This process was called dragon initiation. The altars play a key part of the path. The legends connect them with the ancient gods or some kind of source of power for the order. The dragons receive their incredible strength from them. It's a gift from the spirits of their fathers, a reward for bravery and fortitude shown on the path. Sure, most of the pretenders didn't complete it, which was why the path was created, to create only powerful dragons that can survive. After their intrusion, Chaos started building a new army from the population of Dragonland, the main unit of which were the dragons. But we could also ask how Chaos captured the land of such powerful creatures as the dragons so easily. The answer lies in a deeper understanding of the Keeper's personality and the special abilities that make him an outstanding invader. We could make an example of the parasite organisms, but in the case of Chaos, it's not that good a definition. Yes, it's parasitic in its dealings, but the way it acts makes us think about spiritualism or magic. The stories of the dragons that were trying to save their land tells us a lot about the kind of power that Chaos is, affecting not only the physiology of lower beings, but also the minds of higher creatures such as the dragons. Controlling. We could make an example of the parasite.